Hey guys, Surgeon Devil here. It is time for top 5 on my WWE categories thing, playlist thing, whatever. And, there's so many top 5s that you could do with a sport or sports entertainment category like pro wrestling. I mean, from your favorite pay-per-view matches to your favorite pay-per-views to your favorite moments, finishers, what have you. And I think I want to go a little down the realm away from WWE. I'm gonna go to WCW. Now, I wasn't a really big watcher of WCW until recently, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff I did see, but there's a lot of old stuff I didn't see. I'm gonna do my top 5 favorite WCW wrestlers. Now, easily coming in number 5 is Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho, to me, personified what a light heavyweight wrestler was, especially in that day. Especially, I loved his cocky attitude, the way he just pissed everybody off to where they were ready to beat the living shit out of him for real. And it was a great, great sell. Um, and it's hard to find wrestlers like that even today. Like how Jericho was, that can really spout off at the mouth but back their shit up. Um, and it's pretty sad it took him, until he got to the WWE to really win the world title. Well, back in WCW, it was mainly Hogan, Nash, or Goldberg, or Steiner, or Sid. Until Hogan left, and it was like anybody could be champion because, well, David Arquette was champion. So, but when you beat two of the greatest wrestlers in that time, in one night, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm tired of hearing that." Well, it's a big deal for someone to beat The Rock and Steve Austin in the same night. For the simple fact, it's like taking, let's say, who's a shitty team. Okay, take like the Miami Marlins and they beat the Boston Red Sox and the Yankees in the same day. That's pretty much how that is. And that's why Jericho is my number 5. Number 4 would be Kevin Nash. Yeah, that's right, big sexy Kevin Nash. I mean, when he came in, I love the storyline that he came in on, especially with the House Call did, because of where they were doing the they were invading WCW when they were actually under contract the whole time. And Nash was one of those wrestlers. He really honed his skill in WCW. Granted, his first run with WCW ended in a bunch of failures. Vinny Vegas, Oz, all that. His second go around as him as Kevin Nash was amazing. Like 3 or 4 time world heavyweight champion. Won World War III. Beat the streak of Goldberg and everything. And Kevin Nash. That's why he's my number 4. He was great. Number 3 is not really one of my favorite wrestlers, but he in WCW he was amazing, and that was Lex Luger. The reason why I say he's not one of my favorite wrestlers, I don't like Lex Luger as a wrestler that much. But in the aspects of what he did in WCW, he's in my number 3. I mean, he was always at the end of World War III when he wrestled. He had some of the best feuds. Till towards the end, he was kind of fucking stupid, but most wrestlers get stupid at the end of their career. He had incredible matches. There for the longest time, he was a sole runner against the NWO and everything, and he was amazing. That's why Luger's number 3. Number 2 would be DDP. The reason why I picked DDP is because just look at all he done. He was cocky when he first came in as a rookie at 34. Beat the living shit at NWO. hit that. He was very inventive with that diamond cutter. I mean, even almost just as good as Randy Orton is with RKO. And he beat the shit out of the NWO when he could. Had so many backers. They kind of fucked him up a little bit when they put him with Karl Malone. That was kind of fucking stupid, and with the thing, it was Jay Leno. It's fucking dumb, but it is what it is because that was WCW. But that's why he's my number 2. My number 1 wrestler in WCW. Now this is my top 5, not yours or anybody else's top 5. It's my top 5. My number 1 is Sting. The reason why I say Sting is his longevity with WCW. When it was NWA, to when it was NWA WCW, to when it was strictly WCW. And he even went back to NWA when NWA was running TNA and stayed with TNA until when it went away from NWA. Sting did so much for WCW. He ran himself ragged for 20 years almost. I mean, he was with the Horsemen. He beat the hell out of Flair, beat Vader, Cactus Jack. He had some of the best feuds when he converted to the Crows thing. It was sad to say that's when a lot of people seem to really notice Sting. And then, then he did the historic jump to WWE and wrestled at WrestleMania, which everybody was wanting to see. Granted, it wasn't against the person who they wanted him to wrestle against, but, it happened at least one time. So, that's my top 5 for WCW wrestlers. If you guys watch wrestling like I did, comment below about who your favorite WCW wrestlers were and why. So for now, this is Wrestling Top 5 with Third Gen Devil. As always, rock on, y'all.